Right, time to flip, I think. One last flip, perhaps? Yep, one last flip. I'm gonna drop the heat a little bit. I think we're done. Time to make the sauce. I'll let this rest on the cutting board before I put it on the plate. White wine first. Garlic can go into, that's fine. I'm gonna cook the garlic on its own for a bit before I add the dry spices and the rosemary. Yeah, bear with the sugar. Still not ideal. Pan's a bit too cold for my liking. I'm gonna boost the heat slightly. Onto the serving plate you go. And the liquid, the runoff, we can get incorporated into the sauce. And the rosemary too. dry spices going in as well. Green peppercorns, white peppercorns, some salt and some smoked sweet pepper. I think it also might be time to add the cream. One last stir or shake. Is that enough cream? Just a splash more. That should be enough. Now I need to cook some of that water out, reduce it slightly. I'm not going to use cornstarch, so I'm just going to thicken it the old-fashioned way. It's already quite thick, so maybe 1 minute and it should be done. Knife I will not need anymore. And sauce is done, cutting off the heat. Time to filter it. Getting the solids out. I mean, it's not essential, you can just serve it with the solids, but let's make it slightly more presentable. Sufficiently dry. Quick taste test for the salt. Not the salt, the sauce. About right. Okay, leaving the pan here to cool down. One quick whisk.
Category set game.
Hello. Just applying the finishing touches. Made slightly too much sauce. And do I want it over the kale too? Yeah, let's pour it over the kale too. Okay. The remainder I will pour later. There we go. We are done. Steak.
Licking ASMR.
Steak and kale with peppercorn sauce. White peppercorn and green peppercorn. I guess a little black peppercorn too, because I put black pepper on the steak. Archive. It's gonna recover. Just because you're here, that's why the camera froze. Right, gonna quickly take a quick picture and then we can try it.
We good now.
Right now.
My sprinkler goes like this. Steam comes back like TT.
Cool. Just because of that, I'm gonna decrease the volume slightly. Come on. Why is the kale so dark? Need to adjust the white balance a little bit. There we go. And now it's too bright, I think. Screw it. I need to focus. Stop distracting me. Otherwise, it'll... Oh, I know what the issue is. It's the aspect ratio that's the issue. I need to switch to 4:3. That should help. There we go. Way better.
Your mom's got a giant aspect ratio.
Sure she does. It seems like you know her well. Maybe too well. No, I don't like the framing. Go ahead, make the your mom's got a nice frame joke now. Nope. I'll probably just go with this one. All right, one last try. If only my hands weren't as shaky. Yeah, this last picture I think is the best. Even though the kale looks quite dark in it. Okay, I'll decide which one looks better later. Where was I? Alright, I need to sit down and try the food. And sit down on what? Do I kneel or do I sit down? I guess I want to sit down. I need utensils for this. I need my special knife, if I can find it. That should be it. Ouch. Sitting down hurt because I do it so rarely. Let's eat from this side. Might have overcooked it slightly. You know what? No. Medium rare, I think. I'll have to try the center, the thickest bit. Let's try the kale. Well, the kale's lovely. The sauce is nice. Meat's not too salty. I think the meat is perfectly cooked too. Do I eat and finish on camera? Still got things to do. I need to filter the ginger beer. Fine, we can do mukbang. We can do eating ASMR, I guess. I typically just end here and I eat on my own time. Sorry, what? Repeat last. Yeah, I typically do not finish eating the food on camera, no. I sample it and then I end the stream. I can make an exception today.
O was missing eating the food.
The food's decent, so we can finish it. Maybe poured a little too much salt on the kale. The sauce is salty, the beef is salty. Could have omitted the salt for the kale, or reduced the amount significantly. And I'm eating at a weird angle, and I'm quite messy. Maybe I should sit straight. Ah. I hate sitting. No, this is less comfortable. Now I'm further away. Is the food still in frame? Think so. Nope. I want to be closer. There we go. I'm going to eat sideways. I'll continue eating sideways. Okay, let's add the rest of the sauce over the kale. Use it or I'll lose it. And the sauce is nice and thick, and it didn't even require cornstarch. Love it. Love it when that happens. I typically go with hanger steak or butcher steak. Not the biggest fan of rump. Well, when the rump is with a fat cap, or the rump cap, I guess, it's way better. Rump steak without the fat cap, though, now that's atrocious. I don't think I'll finish the fat. Just have the meat on its own. Right, food finished. And I will filter the ginger beer later tonight. Can't be bothered right now. I'm gonna let it sit in the fridge for a few more hours. I'll let the yeast settle down a little bit, and then I'll filter it later this evening. In fact, what I'm gonna do instead, I'm gonna leave these on the countertop facing up, so hopefully the yeast will settle down at the bottom. And then I'll filter it in like 4 hours. Oof, and I need something to drink. I'll filter it and I'll sweeten it. And I'll add some lemon juice, not lime juice, lemon juice specifically, to partially pasteurize it. To partially sterilize it. Okay, a little bit of water, a little bit of sugar, and it's way better. And by a little bit of sugar, I mean a lot of sugar. And so hopefully in 2 days' time, it's gonna be drinkable. It's gonna be ready for human consumption. I'm gonna tidy up offline, so finish my food. The food was okay, nothing to write home about. I'm happy with it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow maybe, or maybe later tonight, we'll see. Goodbye. How long was the stream? Was it like an hour? Yeah, pretty much exactly an hour. Well, see you later, either later tonight or tomorrow.